Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will learn how to solve problem on journal bearing. In today's problem, we will see how to find out the coefficient of friction in the journal bearing. So first, I'll read out the problem. In this problem, they have given a 75 mm long full journal bearing of diameter 75 mm supports a load of 10 kilonewton. The speed of the journal is 1200 rpm. The absolute viscosity of the oil is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 pascal second, and the diameter clearance ratio is 0.001. And they asked to find out the coefficient of friction first by Petrov equation, and we have to find out the coefficient of friction by Mackey equation. So first we learn the meaning of the problem. In this problem they have given the length of the bearing as 75. So in this, the length of the bearing is 75. So this is a bearing and this bearing length is 75, and the diameter of the journal is, so this is the shaft or journal, and they have given the diameter as 75 mm, and it takes a load of 10 kilonewton. So this bearing will take a load of 10 kilonewton, and the speed of the journal is 1200 rpm. So this shaft is going to rotate at a speed of 1200 rpm, and they have provided the viscosity of the oil as 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 pascal second. So this is a shaft and this is a bearing. Outside is a bearing. In between the shaft and a bearing we have a space, and that gap will be filled by the lubricating oil, and the lubricating oil viscosity is given to be 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3, and the diameter clearance ratio is 0.001. So that means this is a shaft and this is a bearing. The space or the gap that you can find it in between shaft and a bearing surface is called as a diameter clearance. Next, we have to find out the coefficient of friction by two methods. So first we'll note down the given things and we will solve this problem by Petrov and using Mackey equation.
So the length of the journal bearing is given to be 75 mm. The diameter of the journal is 75 mm. The load which is handled by the bearing is 10 kilonewton. I have converted into newtons, that is 10 into 10 to the power of 3 newton. Speed of the journal is given to be 1200 rpm in the problem. So this is the capital N indicates it is in rpm, and one more we have that is small n. So the small n refers to be the speed of the journal, that is 1200 divided by 60. So what I'm doing is I'm converting rpm into rps. So in that we have to divide by 60, so it will convert into rps. And next thing that is given is they have given the absolute viscosity, and that is from your data handbook it is noted as a Z, and that is to be taken as 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 pascal second. And next one is given in the problem is that is the diametric clearance ratio. So it is nothing but what is a ratio of C by D. This is a diametric clearance. Capital C is a diametric clearance and this D is a diameter of the journal, and this ratio is given to be 0.001. So they asked to find out the coefficient of friction by two methods. So whatever the formula that we'll be using it to find out is from data handbook from 4th edition of Balvi Reddy. Okay, so let us first find out the coefficient of friction by Petrov equation. So this is a Petrov equation, and this Petrov equation is used to find out the coefficient of friction, and in your data handbook this equation number is 15.4a. and let us go ahead with this Petrov equation. First we will see what are the given things known for us. So in this equation, so Z is a absolute viscosity and that is given in the problem. Next is a N, that is the small n is already found out as a 20. Next we have R. So R is a radius of the shaft. Since the diameter is given, so you can easily find out the radius of it. Now what we need to find out here is this P and this C. So P indicates its average load carrying capacity and C is a radial clearance ratio, that is radial clearance. So let us first find out the P and then we'll go for the calculation of C, and later on we will substitute back in this equation. So first the value of P we are going to find out. So in your data handbook the value of the formula for P is W divided by 2RL. in this the W is indicating the load. So in the problem it is given to be 10 kilonewton. So 10 into 10 power of 3 divided by 2. The R is radius. Since the diameter is given to be 75, so my radius will become 37.5 and the value of L is 75. So after calculating this, you will get the load. So after substituting the values, I get the value of P as 1.77, since the value, the unit will be becomes Newton per mm square. So this is the value of P that I am going to substitute here. Now the next one is we have to calculate for C now. C is, this is a small c, that is a radial clearance. In the problem they have mentioned as the ratio of, that is the C by capital C by small d ratio as 0.001. So that I'll take that input here. So capital C by small d is equal to 0.001. So therefore C, we know the value of D as 75 mm is equal to 0.001. So this capital is a diametric clearance and we want here small c, that is a radial clearance. So therefore first I'll get it, capital C is equal to 0.001 into 75. After doing this, I'll get C is equal to 0.075. So this is the radial clearance, and we don't want the radial clearance. What we want here is the radial clearance. This is the diametric clearance. So you know that diameter is equal to 2 times of the radius. So this, therefore my radial clearance is equal to 2 times the diameter clearance is equal to 2 times the radial clearance. So this I is now 0.075 is equal to 2 times of the radial clearance. So from this I'll get my, that is small c, that is my radial clearance. So after calculating this, I'll get my radial clearance as 0.0375. So now I'll substitute into the Petrov equation, since I have calculated C and P value. So now we'll substitute these values into the Petrov equation. Now I'll be gone substituting the values now. So 2 pi square into 10 raised to minus 6 as it is. So this Z is nothing but what? The absolute viscosity, and that is given to be 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3. And this is small n is a speed in RPS, and that is I found it as a 20. And already we have calculated the P as 1.77, we got it. And this is a radius, and that is to be 37.5 since the diameter is 75. And this small c, that what I've calculated, I got this value as 0.0375. So that I'm going to substitute here. So 0.0375. So after doing this, I'll get, so I got an answer as 2.22 into 10 raised to minus 3. So since this is a coefficient of friction, it will not come with any, it is a unitless. So now we will go for the finding out the coefficient of friction by second equation, that is a Mackey equation. Now this is the Mackey equation which is used to find out the coefficient of friction. So in this equation, so we need the value of K, and the value of K for full journal bearing, that is for beta is equal to 360, we have K value as 0.195 into 10 raised to 6. And one more thing that we required for us is delta F, that is 0.002. Now I'll substitute these values into this equation. So the value of K, that I got it from the data handbook as 0.195 into 10 raised to 6. And the value of Z in the given problem is 10 into 10 raised to minus 3. This is the N is the RPS divided P is as usual remain same, that is 1.77. R is 37.5 and C is already calculated as 0.0375 into 10 raised to minus 6 plus this delta F, that is from the data handbook I got it as 0.02. After calculating this, I'll get the value of F from the Mackey equation as 4.2 into 10 raised to minus 3. So this is the value of coefficient of friction by Mackey equation. So in this video what we learnt is we found out the coefficient of friction by using the Petrov equation and Mackey equation.